Welcome back to the channel. It is time for stage 3 of the Tour of Yorkshire, Royal Pump Room 8. Don't expect a lot. So it's Sunday morning, we're on the bike for Tour of Yorkshire, stage 3, the long one, Royal Pump Room 8. I don't know, people estimating about 70 minutes. I think for me, it's not going to be too much racing. It's going to be very different from Thursday, being a longer race, and I think we're just going to get strung out along the course. So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes, but I think I'm just going to ride it and see where I come nearer towards the end and see if it's worth pushing extra or, you know, see where I am in the pack. But we're going to go now. Let's find out. Come on. Well, just coming up to 4 minutes. You can already see the D group just still in the distance there. Hit the bottom of the hill and they were gone. And I wasn't going to put out crazy numbers to stay with them on a course like this. So they've gone off into the distance. Ross has just overtaken. They're 18, well, nearly 20 seconds ahead. Till we turn, go up that little hill again. This is not the preview of next week's race, because we're doing this part of the course, which is the reverse of the one from last week. But yeah, lost them already, but this one's a slightly longer one, so let's see how it all falls out at the end. Right, 6 kilometres done, 21.6 to go, and this hill is never ending. We are, yeah, a little while away from the top yet still, but Abe Engerfield has caught me, closed the gap to 4 seconds. In front we've got JJ and Ruddleston, G Fat Bike in a group, R Hamilton, A Evans, DC Marks in a group. A Lloyd, 1 minute 26 ahead. Oh, A Hugenveen unfortunately had a technical, but has managed to get going again, 40 seconds behind. And then M Scalzi, keep going, dude, keep going. We are just getting started, really. I can't wait to get over the top of this hill now. Just coming over to come over the top of this little hill. I've got Abe Engerfield with me. We just seem to be staying together, helping each other along a bit. Oh, we've got a minute and a half gap between us and A Lloyd in front. And tell you what, let's jump forward and see how others are doing. So JJ right at the front with N Ruddleston with him. R Hamilton 20 seconds back with G Fat Bike going up that hill that comes before you go around and turn around again. DC Marks with A Evans and A. Lloyd, and then myself with A. Benjafield. Oh, just to coast down this hill, and then we're going up that hill that everyone else is on at the moment. Still 16.2 kilometres left to go. Not even halfway yet. I think though, not that it's any better, but the hills on the way back round are shorter but sharper, and then the coast sort of, you get the gradual runoffs down the other side, so I think that probably suits me a bit better. But yeah, 15.9 kilometres to go. Oh, good to get over that hill. Bit of a coast now, back down into the lower levels. And I think, if I'm right, I'll suddenly see some of the faster, there we go. Hi, there's the faster T-Cats going back up the other way. Already, cracking effort everyone. What a course. But what are we? 14.2. We're over halfway. We are over halfway. We've just got to turn around and go and do it all back in the opposite direction now. Oh. Firstly, got to go up this hill. It's going to give me a reminder of the race the other week. I don't have a feather either. Let's get up it. Right then, we've gone around that little Queen's Highway route and back we go up the hills. And as I said, I think these are slightly sharper and less, well, shorter and sharper. I wouldn't imagine they could be any less painful. You see in the distance, A. Hoogeveen and A. Benjafield. When we came the other way and we turned around to go up that little hump that caused so many problems last week, I flew up that. It was like a slingshot. Must have got so much speed coming down here. Shot up there, caught them up. And then as we started to come back round to join this course, they went back past me again. We're already 27 seconds ahead. I just don't have, I don't know, I'm just not digging particularly deep this morning. I don't know whether that's a mindset thing or lack of energy. Well, I'm definitely feeling a little sort of, I don't know, not up to Thursday's race stand anyway. But I guess that's because I've got pretty much no one to race with. Let's get up this hill and then all of the other hills as well. 10k looks like such a short distance to go, but it's not going to be short. Come on. Oh, right, that's that. Hill number 1 done. Oh, let's have a quick jump forward at the front. So JJ is now a minute ahead of N. Ruddleston. R. Hamilton on his way up that climb. 2 minutes behind Ed Ruddleston. Got G Fat Bike 15 seconds behind, and then 10 seconds back to A Evans and DC Marks, A Lloyd, and then A Hugavine and A Benjafield, who I was with for a short while. Then back to me, coasting down this hill, ready to hit the next one. Just jumped ahead then to see JJ, first rider over the line, even putting out a sprint at the end. Cracking job, under the hour, awesome racing. Ed Ruddleston a minute behind, coming down that hill. Let's hang around and see these guys over the line. There we go then, Ed Ruddleston over the line, just over 57 minutes. Then I'm going to go back to me, find out, I've lost me. Find out where I am on the course. Where are we? Halfway down that hill, about to start. I think this is that horrible 18, I don't know, huge number of percent climb. Just get down there and see what that feels like. Where are we? 5.7 kilometres left to go. Whew. I missed Ross over the line. Sorry, Ross. G Fat Bike next over, and then DC Marks. The sprint with A Evans. Who's going to take it? Oh, backed off. DC Marks takes it. A Evans next, and then I've lost me again. Back to me on this lovely climb. Right, up the second to last hill. A little bit of flat now to kind of recover before hitting that last hill and the downhill back to the finish line. 4 kilometres still to go. 1 hour 5. The others A Lloyd is 3 minutes ahead. A Hugavine 2 minutes 14. A Benjafield 2 minutes 7. And Scalzi, mate, great determination, mate. Keep going. Keep going. Watching A Lloyd over the line then. 1 hour, 9 minutes and 37 seconds. Next up will be Andy. Keep an eye on the end there. Andy putting in a bit of a sprint at the end. There we go, over the line. A Hugavine going to be next. Not that far behind. 1 minute, 1 hour, 11 minutes and 23 seconds. Back to me. That's Scalzi. Back to me. I'm still riding the flat bit. Just want to get over the top. Get this last 2 kilometres done. On the downhill. It'll be lovely. There we go. There you go then, and across the line. Oh, what a course that is. What a course. Blimey. I really wasn't at the races today. Was that me? Average 1.4 watts per kilogram. Oh, anyway, maybe I went into that one with the wrong mindset in terms of I knew that for the full, 74 minutes, I couldn't put out. And I do understand that I genuinely don't believe that my FTP increase from Thursday, I don't think I could do that for an hour. But I guess it's a comparative to the same way as it was calculated before. So, but yeah, 181 watts, 1.4 watts per kilogram. I guess Sunday morning, and the mindset was probably wrong. But I got round, I did the course, ticked that one off, which is good. And what I'll do is I'll do what I did last week, and rather than wrap up the results now, I'll wrap them up afterwards because we've got all sorts of different categories and stuff. So I'm going to jump off, have a shower, and enjoy the rest of Sunday, I think. And I think I'm going to go back, try and find Scalzi on the course, and go and watch him over the line. So yeah, let's find him. It's Monday. I've just popped over to Tesco's, got some dinner for tonight, having some salmon and rice. Really looking forward to that. I do like a good bit of salmon. It's just before 6 o'clock. Finished work, so I'm going to just jump on now and pull together the results of yesterday's race, both the race results and the cumulative points so far. Hopefully get that done nice and quickly. I can have my dinner, which I'm lucky my wife is cooking for me tonight. And then I am aiming to get on and do my final stage of the Tour de Zwift, stage number 1 at 8 o'clock. So in a bit of a rush. Hopefully I can get all that done, ready to jump on the bike at 8. Fingers crossed. Isn't it typical? The second I pressed stop when I recorded that last piece, I had 3 messages come through from work that I had to jump on and answer. I did just about manage to get the race points sorted out and put up on Facebook. Subsequently found out that they are incorrect, so I need to fix that. But now it is time to jump on, tick off my last route for the Tour de Zwift to get route number 1 done. And then I might do some others later on, the alternate rides to what I did before. But just want to jump on and do this. It's actually starting in 5 minutes, so I'm going to get myself ready, jump on, and then hopefully afterwards, probably tomorrow now, we'll run through the rest of the Tour of Yorkshire results. So I'll see you then. Tour de Zwift complete. That's the first time I've ever completed one of the Zwift events, like the Tour de Zwift or Tour of Utopia or any of those. So really pleased to get that one ticked off and finished. As I said, some of them I've done the short ride. I might try and catch some of the other longer rides later this week if I can, but obviously we've got a lot of rides, T2.5 rides coming up, and actually today I'm feeling quite tired. I must admit the ride last night, stage 1, I didn't feel particularly strong. Even just sort of staying blue zone was slightly more difficult than I would have hoped. So I hope I'm not coming down with something. I've come out for a walk today just to try and wake myself up and get myself going a bit, because I just, feeling a bit lethargic and tired, but hopefully it's just a bit of an off day. I made talk about off days yesterday when I posted the results for stage 3 of our Tour of Yorkshire. I messed up those results, and then I posted up the week's rides, and I genuinely have no idea how this happened. I can see that I've definitely changed the event numbers in the post, but if you click on the link it takes you to last week's rides. So I had to recorrect that all this morning. So not had the best sort of 12-24 hours in terms of admin and stuff, but hey, jumping on tonight to do the Tuesday trundle, and then obviously we'll go through the results from Sunday's race as well, so I'll catch you in a bit. So I've finally got the results of round number 3. Let's have a look through them. Let's start off with the B cap. In first place, Eric did come first on the road, but he was very honest afterwards and he said he forgot to change his weight. He was in such a rush, it slipped his mind. So actually, whilst he came first in 44 minutes and 56 seconds, I've agreed with him and discussed it separately that I'll give him the 35 points as if he came bottom of that group. Petter in 45.03.4, 40 points then coming first. F in second, 45.05. Look how close that is over such a long and difficult course.
B Bishop in third, 46.29. N Corbin just behind, 47.11. And then J Bushell, 48.26 with 36 points. Let's move on to the CCAT. In first place for the second week in a row, S Greaves comes in first place, 30 points in 49.04. J Stevenson in 49.41 gets 29 points. Just a few seconds behind, H Sophocleus, 49.49, 28 points. Again, just a few seconds back again, N Robinson, 49.51. C Waring just over the 50-minute mark, 50.30, 26 points. P Zizou next, 51.17. S Pi, 51.43 with 24 points. A Pimer, 23 points. J Robinson, 22. J Simpson, 54.11 with 21 points. P Davies, 55.27, stepping up from the DCAT for the first time this week after a flag last week. Awesome job stepping up with 20 points. C Finlayson, 56.46. C Groves, 58 minutes and 7. And then D Taylor, just 2 seconds over the hour mark with 17 points. On to the DCAT. JJ again for the second week in a row, 20 points, 56.16. N Ruddlesden, 57.32 in 19. Not too far back behind are Hamilton with 18 points. And then we have G Fatbike, 1 hour and 11 minutes. 11 seconds, apologies, 1 hour 11 seconds, 17 points, just a few seconds behind DC Marks, 16 points. Dead heat with A Evans, although the results on Zwift gave it as a result to DC Marks, so that's 15 points to A Evans. A Lloyd, 14 points. A Benjafield, 13. A Hugenveen with 12 points. Me with 11, and then M Scholes with 10 points. And I messed up the recording a little bit of the end of that. I actually stayed on and watched Scholesy over the line. Gave him a little bit of encouragement. So I hope I didn't get on your nerves by giving you encouragement to get over the line. But incredible effort. 1 hour, 46 minutes and 42 seconds. So I admire your determination for carrying on and getting across the line. It's what it's all about. Absolutely awesome. Well done. If we move on to the points table then, after 3 rounds, we have Petter, clean sweep in the BCAT, 120 points. Eric with 108 points. N Corbin at 107. And John Bushell with 105. It's going to be close to see who gets second, third and fourth in that category, I think. Then moving on to the CCAT. S Greaves, 89 points, 2 points behind J Stevenson. P Zizou, 79 points. C Waring 78 and S Pi 76. Again, there's positions to be played for in those in the last 2 races. And on to the DCAT. JJ with 55 points, 2 wins in a row. G Fatbike 48. R Hamilton 45. And A Evans 38 with DC Marks just behind 37. It's quite close at the top of the DCAT as well. And an interesting thing about the DCAT, a lot of different positional finishes this week. So R Hamilton with 18 points. Finishing higher up than in previous races, and then people with higher points from before finishing slightly lower down. So it's kind of getting mixed up a little bit, that DCAT. This Sunday we move on to 4 laps of the Queen's Highway. That route is essentially the reverse of the one that we did 2 weeks ago. My aim for that, I think, is just going to be not to get lapped this time. 2 less laps, try and give it my all and see where I can finish in that one. But there's still plenty of points to be won. Plenty of positions to race for with our 2 races that we've got left. So great racing, everyone. 2 weeks to go, and we'll see who is crowned top of each of the categories. But that is the end of this week's video. It's been an interesting week. Obviously, off the back of my FTP increase on Thursday last week, I don't really feel like I put a lot of oomph into that race. I think it was just trying to get round for me. And then a couple of rides that we've had since, even the Trundle tonight, I was struggling towards the end of it. And yesterday I did the last lap of, or the last part of the Tour of Zwift, stage 1. And I just didn't have anything in me last night. I do feel tired tonight. I am going to go to bed as soon as I've finished this video. And hopefully tomorrow will be a day off the bike. First, again, 6 days in a row, having a rest day tomorrow. So we'll see how we go towards the rest of the week. But if you have enjoyed it, do hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.